Hi guys, it's Karina. So as promised, I was going to share with you guys how I made or how I assembled the gift boxes that I'm using as party favors for my daughter and son's birthday party. Well, at least for me, because I never made this box before, so it was a little confusing just because I did do it on Design Space, Cricut Design Space. So you will need Cricut Design Space. They have tons and tons and tons of different box shape, different sizes. Actually, I mean, you can manipulate the sizing, and what's nice is when I show you guys, because I did find it through one of their projects. Once you click one of their projects, it's so easy because it's already sized for you that there's no resizing that you have to do. So roughly size wise, she is around a little shy of 4.5 inches width wise, and then height wise she's around 3 inches if you're wondering. But I mean, you could resize this if you wanted to go smaller, you definitely could, but this is, for me, it's a perfect size just because I am able to use my templates, my little cuties, and especially I like using my template 49. All right guys, so if you want to learn how to make this box, stay tuned. I am not going to show you how I added the rows and all that because you can just pretty much do whatever you want. You know, maybe you have another theme in mind or whatever. But again, if you want to watch how I made this mermaid rose inspired, the rose, you can find it here on my YouTube channel. And if you want to learn how to make this little mermaid, you can actually find her on Cricut Design Space as well. That's where I found the image. It's not my image, so I can't be sharing it with you. But again, if you have the Cricut machine, you have Cricut Design Space, just type in mermaid tail and she's one of the first ones that pops up, okay? And then I just added some cute little gems and little pearl balls just because that's so my Ariel. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started to show you guys how to assemble these cute boxes. So first things first, because these are boxes and you're probably going to stuff them with something, you actually want them to have some sort of weight to them. So you are going to need craft board. So I went ahead and went with the Cricut just because for the projects, when I show you guys, this is the actual one that I see that I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. But I just wanted to omit this mermaid, and I actually wanted to put a rose with a mermaid tail. So I'll just show you how I deleted the mermaid and then I just kept the box and cut it out. So like I said, you are going to need craft board. So this is the one that I got, the holographic, and it came with 5 different colors and then 6 of each. So I went ahead and went with this blue colors just because I thought it went perfect with the mermaid theme. I believe they do have another box or kit of different colors. I want to say they're more pastel. Don't quote me at that, but I think they do. And I actually bought these online. They have sales here and there, guys, and I actually bought these, I want to say, at 50% off. So I did stock up just because I knew that, you know, their party was coming, my son and my daughter's, so I knew that I wanted to go ahead and get some. I mean, hello, 50% off, why not? But definitely check out Joe. I know I've seen them at Joann's. I've seen them, I want to say, Michael's as well. And they actually have other craft boards. They have white craft board. Actually, let me show you. Well, just a little. So this is a white one that I am working on, and so as you can see, it's just plain old white. But they also have like your typical cardboard looking box. Can you see me there? That's the only thing with holographic, guys, is that it's definitely. Let me show you the other one that I was talking about. So this is the other one that I picked up. This was a natural. You can also find these on Amazon, guys. Like I said, but definitely check out different places to see. Maybe someone is having a sale. But I definitely recommend craft board for this. So one thing I will tell you though, if you're going to be using this holographic, because it's two-sided, when you're cutting her, you need to make sure that the shiny part is facing down when you are going to cut, okay? All right, guys, so let me show you, if you have Cricut Design Space, which is the box that I use. So I'm pretty sure you can see it. It's right there. So all I did is I went to projects, okay? And then I typed in mermaid. And then, so this was the box that I had seen that I really liked. So all I did was I went ahead and customized. You're gonna have to wait a couple of seconds for everything to load. Now, obviously, I just wanted the box. Now, if you wanted to do exactly what it's shown there, then you can go ahead and just click make it. But because I just wanted the box, oh, you hear my son, I had to go ahead and come over here and delete everything else. All right, guys, so as you can see, I deleted the mermaid, but everything else I want the box. So this is the bottom part, and then this is the lid. There's no resizing. That's one of the nice things when it comes to the projects. When you click one of the projects, is that it's already sized for you, and it'll tell you exactly measurements wise what the size of the box is. So you will need to use 12 by 12 craft board for this. And obviously you can use any color you want. I went ahead and did the holographic just like what was shown there in that image, just because I thought it was beautiful, and it kind of went with under the sea theme that I'm doing for my kids. And yeah, and then pretty much you're just gonna go ahead and click make it, and you're gonna go ahead and cut it out. Now, I do want to tell you that if you're going to be using the holographic, is that you do have to face it down when cutting, because of with the creasing, as you can see, the scoring, that is where you're going to fold. So that's the only thing, okay guys, that if you're going to use the holographic cardstock for craft board, let me grab a sample right here. If you're going to be using this one where it's just one-sided, then you're going to have to flip it, okay? So make sure that the part that you want is side down. Okay, so here are my two pieces. So this is going to be the bottom of your box, and this is going to be the lid. So you want to make sure that they are flipped this way. And we're going to go ahead and start with the bottom part of the box. So as you can see, my stylist already creased it, so we're already creased, so we're good to go. So this is how I do it. So I go ahead first and go around and crease where that score line is. Just like that, okay? So next thing I do is, now you see these two outer flaps right here. Go ahead and you are going to crease those as well. So 3 of them are going to have these side creases. You want them to go inwards, just like that. Okay. Now, this top part right here, so what I like to do first is give it a little crease in the inside, but you're going to flip it back and crease it back. Okay. So I'm going to go over here, do the same, crease a little, and then crease her back. Go to this one, repeat, and then crease her back. Okay, so now with these, you're going to crease forward, and then these little tabs on the top, you want to crease them back. So I like to give them first a little forward and then back. Okay, so repeat, forward, give it a slight crease, and then bend it back. Okay, last one. So the upper flap, so we're going to crease her down, give this a slight bend, and then crease her back. All right, we're ready to go. So because this is holographic and it has a shiny finish, I wanted to make sure that these held. So I did not want to go ahead and use any type of like glue stick or anything like that. I wanted to make sure that they were holding. So I went ahead and I am going to be using my Surebonder mini detailed glue gun. All right, so I'm using the mini detail just because of that fine tip. I don't want too much glue to be dispersed because I don't want it to look too messy. So this is what I am using. So what you're going to do Do you see where we have this flap right here on the side? We're going to start with those. So I like to add my glue, not on the top right here, just a little bit on the bottom, and you're going to do like that. And then you're going to grab this side and you're going to pinch just like that. Then I like to go in the inside and just give it a good smooth, just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here next. Repeat. I'm going to add that glue. And glue, and then go in the inside and give her a rub. Okay. On to the next one. Add the glue, just like that. And then go over here and smooth her out. Next side flap. Glue. Get her lined up. And smoothen the inside. So you're definitely going to have to be patient with these. This is not something that, you're going to be able to whip up real quick. Definitely take your time. I was actually, when I was making these, watching Netflix and making this, so it was actually very relaxing. And we are done here. So what I like to do is kind of give her a bend inwards and then try to get that glue gun in there. Line her up and smooth out in the inside. All right. So there we go with that first part. So now what we need to do is we're going to go to these right here. Okay, you see these little two flaps on the top and then this one folded down. So essentially what's going to happen, guys, is that we need to glue this like that. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to stop. You probably heard my little one. You're going to hear my little one a lot because my husband's not doing a good job. He keeps sneaking away from him. It keeps knocking on my office door, my poor baby. Okay, so like I was saying, this flap right here, we're just going to glue her down. So what I like to do is just do a line just like that. And then glue. Now, granted, guys, this is how I do it. If you're, I don't know, if you have another way, if you think you want to do this, or this is just the way that works for me. All right, so as you can see, we have that glued. So this is glued down, and then these side tabs are glued down. So now we're going to go around and we're going to repeat the same process with this tab right here. So I'll go ahead and get my glue gun. And then press down the sides. Okay, just like that. And then we have our last one. You're going to repeat. The same process. And we are all done with those. Now we are left with these three right here. So we're going to repeat, add glue, fold, and that is what it's going to look like, just like that. glue. And just smooth it out with your fingers. Last one. Smooth it out. All right, you guys, and there you go. Just because you are working with glue, you know, glue sticks or hot glue, if you decide, just make sure, you know, once you're done to get those strings off, because you'll see like the little strings kind of getting attached, but they're easy to come off. So there is the bottom part. So let's get started on the lid, which is pretty similar to that. So what I like to do is start right here with the bottom tabs. So I am going to go ahead, crease, go around, crease, just like we did the first one. Just go all the way around. If you want these creases more crisp, you could use like a wooden dowel or something just to kind of, you want to know what I mean, to just kind of, you know, push them down more. You can totally do that as well. But if you're not picky like me, I'm not picky. It's for kids. So there we go. Now, all right guys, so now that we have them creased, we're going to go ahead and now let's do the middle crease, or the middle score line, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so the one with the bottom tabs, these bottom tabs, we are going to fold them inwards, just like that. And then we're going to crease this back. Okay. Go again to the bottom tabs, crease them inward, and then this one, crease it back or fold it back. Repeat, bottom tabs inward, and then fold this back, just like that. All right. So these little cuties are pretty much going to be the same thing with the other box, how we're going to be gluing those just like that. But before we do that, I am going to go ahead and get these tabs and we're going to fold them back. All right. So I give it a slight crease forward first and then back. Slight crease forward and then back, forward and then back, just like that. All right guys, so let's go ahead and start with our bottom tabs. You're going to go ahead and add, hopefully you can see, some glue, just like that. And then you're going to be connecting these, and then just the same thing, go in the inside and kind of smooth it out. Go to the next one. Just add a little bit of glue. Connect. And smooth it out in the inside. Just a reminder, you are working with, if you are working with hot glue, just be mindful that your fingertips might get a little burnt. Right, up to the last ones. Just press. Try not to put too much glue on. Some of them I am, just because I'm not, you know, taking my full-blown time with these. Just because if you put too much glue, you don't want it to splatter out, if that makes sense. So don't go too crazy with the glue, because like I said, you don't want it coming out from the sides, because then it's just not going to look cute. All right, so we have done those. So now let's go on to the next step. All right, so just like the the bottom part of the box. Now these with the flaps up, we're going to repeat the same process, guys, where we're going to glue these down. So you're going to add glue, and then with your fingers smooth it out, make sure that it adheres right to the next one. Add glue, smooth it out, and then your last one. Ooh, I just got burnt there. Just because when you're smoothing it out, then that's when it kind of comes out from the sides. But all right, so now we are on to our last step. Glue. And now we cover her up, those tabs. So as you guys can see, like once you know how to make this box, it's so easy. I don't know. I honestly, I could not figure it out. Just because with all the creasing, you know, what Cricut does, the scoring, and I'm just like, okay. I've never made this. I'm not too sure how to do it. But I finally figured out, and I said, you know what, let's make a tutorial. You know, I don't know why, maybe Cricut does. I mean, if they do, let me know. But do they offer tutorials like from their projects showing you how to make them? Like, I feel like they don't. Like sometimes there's stuff I'm like, how the heck do you assemble this? But I managed to figure it out, and there is the lid. There is the bottom. So then you get to, you know, stuff it. I'm gonna put some tissue paper in there, and then there you go. And then I'm just gonna add some cute little treats that I ordered off Amazon for the kiddos. So yeah, and there you go. And then obviously you can spruce her up just like that project one. They use a different color. I don't know, I just wanted one solid color. And then, you know, top it off if you want with a flower. Like, how cute is that? I even made the little boys in green. Let me show you what I am working on. So I am making them little, for the boys, little mini crabs. My son loved it. My son Luca loves the song Crab Rape. If you have not seen that, you watch it. It's on YouTube, Crab Rape. So I figured, you know what? Let's make him little crab party favorite boxes for his birthday too. So yeah, so I hope you found that helpful in wondering, well, how did she make these boxes? So again, you are going to need Cricut Design Space for these boxes. And yeah, I hope you found that helpful, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.